So you may be wondering, how do I have my best year ever in the coming year? I'm going to share with you exactly what it takes, some action steps, and maybe a little bit of a mind shift that'll give you the ability to make sure that this is your best year ever. All right, today I get to talk about a subject that I love, which is planning for your future and giving you the tools and the techniques to make sure that next year is your best year ever. Now, I want to flip this up a little bit because what I've found in this now 27 years of being in this business is that ultimately, if you're going to have your best year next year, it's not even going to be about you. You're going to have your best year by serving others more than you ever have before. I'm going to break this down a little bit. You see, what I found is that in our business, in life in general, you can't outgive what you can do to the environment that's not going to come back in spades to you. So what I want to do is I want to talk about a couple of different people that you can add value to in a new way. A little, maybe some twists on some things you've done in the past as far as how you can serve people differently, your clients, and the overall market. I promise if you'll take these things that we're going to talk about, shift your mind a little bit, not about yourself, but how do you serve more people, this is going to be something that's going to really change your business. Not just your business, but your life in a very positive manner. We're going to start with the basics. The best way for you to have your best year ever is to say thank you more. Now, this sounds very trivial. This sounds like something that you would just say, well, gosh, surely everybody knows to do that. But do you do it? Do you have a systematic plan where every day when you get to your office that you take a thank you note and you thank someone that has affected your life, your business, or your family in a positive way? What I found is that when I focus on certain things, all of a sudden it's like my mind begins to open up and I see more of those things. You can either go through life where we're worried about what's going to happen next, we have fear, or we're going to go from a place of gratitude. When we come from a place of gratitude, now we've got something that just continues to build. It's almost like it draws more people that are thankful to work with you. It draws more people that live in an abundant environment. It gives you the ability really to shift everything about your business and your life. Here's some systematic plans on how to do this. Number one, you can do it with thank you notes. I like handwritten thank you notes, but maybe you're just not a handwritten thank you note person. Text someone. Text someone that's affected your business. This could be, hey, I just wanted to say thanks for helping with the loan for my client. Hey, I just wanted to say thanks for helping me get that marketing piece out. Hey, I just wanted to say thanks for sending me that referral. Whatever it is, I promise when you get focused on finding the people that you can say thank you to on a daily basis and systematically doing at least one each and every morning, you will be amazed at how many will come back to you with gratitude for all that you do for them. The second way to better serve people and to have the best year you've ever had is to provide more information to the general public. Think about it. What are the frequently asked questions? If you were going to do your website, what would it be that were the frequently asked questions on the page for your FAQ page? What are the things that people always ask you about? They might ask you about what are the schools like in your area? They may ask you about what is the crime rate in your area? They may ask you about what are your favorite restaurants? What are the lifestyle things that you do in this area? They may ask you about how's the market doing? What is it that you can do, especially video-wise, that you can do to get out to people where it's providing more information? Listen, the more you provide more information to the general public, the more you're viewed as the resource, not just for real estate, but for your entire community. This year specifically, if you're going to have your best year ever, if you're going to provide more value out to the marketplace, you're going to get more value back. The third way to have your best year ever and to serve people better is to automate your communication. Now, sometimes what people will do is they'll be like, oh, I don't want a drip campaign, or I don't want something that's going out that they can tell that's automated. Let me say this, people want information, especially people want property information from real estate agents. So what is it that you can do to automate your communication going out where you're providing more information in a way that doesn't take more time for you but gives more value? Simply setting them up. If they're a homeowner, providing information about their home, active, new places that come on the market, places that go under contract, places that have sold that affect their value. You see, if you can set these systems up one at a time for each of your individual past buyers that own properties, you're going to add more value to them. It's going to be systematic. It's going to be one of these, like they say on Ronco, set it and forget it. You get to set the system up. Now, if your buyers are out there, instead of you looking at the hot sheet each morning trying to figure out who it is that new property might fit for, set up the automated system to email them every time a property comes to the market that might fit their criteria. You've automated this system, but I promise you, these buyers are going to be thankful because you're giving them the information as quick as possible. Instead of them depending on you, if you're in an appointment and you can't get it right out to them, they're going to get it either way. So this gives you the ability to add more value, systemizing this process and saving you more time. The fourth way to have your best year and really set your business up to have dramatic growth is to develop at least one new relationship with a referring agent from a feeder market. Every single real estate market in the world has somewhere that people are typically moving from. Used to be when I first started on 30A, our feeder market was Atlanta. We had something like almost 50% of the owners. That's changed now. They're coming from different places. But it gave me really an opportunity to develop relationships with agents that were in Atlanta that would have clients that they could send my way that could get them paid for those clients because they had someone they knew they could trust. How do you develop these relationships? Start by just connecting with these folks. If you're going to events, have specific people and areas that you're trying to reach out to. Also, go and do research. Go out and look. I'm going to just use this as an example. If Nashville, Tennessee is a feeder market for your market, go and do a Google search for top agents in Nashville, Tennessee. Find agents that seem to be presenting themselves on social media, on YouTube, or other ways that are presenting themselves like you would, that you think you'd be a good fit for their type of client. Reach out to those folks, sending handwritten notes, sending updates on your market, adding them to your email list, whatever it is, developing a personal relationship with an agent in a referring market, at least one per month. All of a sudden you can get to the end of the year, you got 12 people in referring markets that are going to be sending you people and that you have the trust that you can send your clients to. Now you've got more income coming in, deeper relationships, and you've developed something that doesn't cost you a penny, but gives you big results on growing your business. The fifth is a little bit going back to one that we mentioned a little earlier, but I want to go deeper with this one. Shoot more video. Add more value by providing information about your area to more people. Now, we had this old saying that used to be, I believe Tom Ferry came up with it, being the digital mayor of your community. What is it that you can do for those people that are already living in your area, that you can show them things they may not know, where you can provide information about businesses where you're sharing information that way, or that you're really keeping them updated what's going on in the market? The best way is through video. Video has value. So here's what we want to do. Think of it this way. I want to do basically a few different types of content. The first one is I want to highlight the different parts of our area that people may not know about. Parks, recreation facilities, different things, the beach in our area, specific places to watch the sun go down on the beach in our area. Maybe it's the best place to get a hamburger. Maybe it's something like that. Whatever it is, identifying places that you can identify that maybe people don't know about, that you add value to them. Now you're becoming the resource. Now you stay top of mind, not just for real estate, but for everything. The next group is going to be where I'm actually interviewing people in businesses. So think of it this way. If I were to go and I were to interview one restaurant per week for the next 3 months, I'm going to have 12 different restaurants. Here's what happens though. Because I've highlighted their business, odds are when I share it, they're going to share it to their group and it's going to cross-pollinate where some of their audiences become part of your audience. Now we've got the ability, we're adding value to these businesses, we're adding value to our clients and our future prospects, and all of a sudden now we're growing our reach of the people that we can add value to. The last group, and then I want to talk about with shooting video, is talk about the market. On a monthly basis, give a video update on exactly what's going on in your market. By showing yourself as the expert, you will not only be viewed as the expert, you will be the person that people will not only use when they get to that point, but they'll begin to refer other people to you. Consistency is critical when we're talking about video. Line it up where you know what you're doing on a consistent basis, on a monthly basis, on a weekly basis with video. Add value in that way, and I promise there's nothing, in my opinion, that you can do more to add value into the marketplace that's going to give you more value back than video right now. Number 6 is give more value than you expect to receive back. Sometimes what happens is if we can do this, where we talked about this on really at the beginning of this, is if you're going to have your best year ever, you're going to do it from a place of service to others. When you get to a place where you're doing this unconditionally, where you're just adding value with no expectation of anything to come back, that's when the value comes back more than you could ever imagine. So what is it that you could do to add value in your community? How can you be not just a resource, but how can you be something where you affect the value of your area. Now, this sounds a little bit counterproductive to our business, but I'm telling you, I've never been at a place where I was coming from a place like we started with gratitude, where I was so thankful to be able to live in our area, that I didn't come from a place where I was giving to that community, that the community didn't give back to me more than I could ever give it. So think of it this way. This may be doing something along the lines of highlighting a fundraising event that's coming up. This may be highlighting a nonprofit in your area that is doing great things with no expectation for anything to come back. When you begin to look for those heroes in your area, when you begin to highlight those heroes in your area, and when you begin to give of your money, of your time, and of your energy, and of your passion to the things that are important to your community, all of a sudden now, you will be amazed at how quickly all of that will come back to you. Listen, as we wrap this up, I just want to share with you this. If you're going to have your best year ever, it's not even going to be about you. It's going to be about how many people you help this coming year. We live in an amazing time with amazing tools and technology, but ultimately, this business is about relationship. How will you be remembered? There was this old Maya Angelou saying that I love and I say it all the time. People are not going to remember what you say to them. They're not going to remember what you do for them. They're going to remember how you made them feel. If you'll go out and you'll make people feel special and you'll add value to them, your business can't help but grow. Hope this has been helpful, and I'll talk to you soon. Thanks for watching the video. I specifically chose the video below for you because it builds on the one you just watched. I hope it's helpful, and I'll talk to you soon.